going on? Welcome to Bigrigfrosty Gaming. How the heck are you? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the late night show. You are not seeing things. We are back on the farm. FS25, Farming Simulator 25. And we're back with vengeance. We've got over 300 mods activated. We are not messing around. We got farming to do. What do you think? What's up, Duane Baker? We got Matthew Vanderwall, Brian Santor, Trey Lindsay, Adam Groves, Kylie Standig, Big John, Ivory Ortega Martinez, Nikki Vanson, Cameron Mitchell, Buds Bates. Over there on YouTube. On Twitch, we have Unique Gamer coming in with a raid right out of the gates. Thank you, Unique, with a party of 9. Thank you very much, everybody from Unique Gamer over there on Twitch. He must have just wrapped up his show. I think he was playing Car Dealer Simulator. Well, now you can sit back, relax. We're going to do some farming. We're on a map called Gage, Kentucky. And this map is stinking sweet. Beautiful. Super detailed. Awesome. We're trying something I've never used before called row crop system. I'll talk about that a little more once we actually use it. Some of you already know what it is. But thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Hope everybody had a splendid Monday, a good start to your work week, hopefully. Let's hop in here and see what we got going on. It's raining, and that's okay, because all we got to do, we got a field that needs cultivated, which is fine to do in the rain, but it is coming down pretty good, and it's supposed to rain most of the day we're currently in. But here's a look at the house. Just a good old little farm ranch house with a little frog on top there. A little extra room. I'll give you a tour. This house was actually in this location. I just liked it, so I didn't change it. But a lot of other things on our land I've changed. But it's the month of... Let me get the HUD hider off so you can see. It's the month of September. We got $1 million, and that's it. I was thinking about making that even less. I might drop that down to 100,000. I meant to do that before I went live. $1 million's a little overkill. Let's give ourselves... You know what? Let's give ourselves 75K. That is all we have. There we go. So now we have 75K to our name. That's it. Whatever we have is what we'll have. We got plenty of stuff, so money's not really going to be too big of an issue. But 75 grand. It's Halloween time, September. Give you a little tour of the house real quick. Nice and cozy. There's the dining room. What's up, Billy Bradley? The kitchen. I got some donuts and bagels for you. Ooh, jelly-filled. Very nice. This is the gaming room. Well, the gaming room and then the business room. So that's where we take care of all the business, because we got a farm to operate. What else we got? What else? Bathroom. Don't mind the branch coming through the window. We'll just not look at that either. Some weird remodeling happened in that room, and so did it there. But we're not going to mind business of that. Okay, just pretend you didn't see that. All right, let's close the door. Front yard. Like I said, beautiful graphics. Gage, Kentucky. Good old, we live off of a nice little county road here. This is based off of a real location in Gage, Kentucky. The environment is supposed to be as close to spot on as it is in real life for the person who made the map. And I love it. So far, I love it. So there's a look at our house from a distance. There she is. It's so nice to see you again, says Free. I felt a little bit of me shriveled up when I couldn't watch your live stream. Well, here we are. You ever hear anything from Firefighter anymore? Fire slaying? Is that what you mean? Fire slaying? We had a few different fire names in the chat, but I think you meant fire slaying. Yeah, he stops in when he can. I go live late, so a lot of people can't hang out because of work and stuff. Little business in the front, party in the back. This grass doesn't need cut. But we got this out for sale. We'll probably still use it, but it's literally for sale, as you can see. But that's for fertilizer or a herbicide. You can kill weeds with that. But if we don't sell it, we'll use it, of course. And then I'll give you a little farm tour here. It's my old S10. The reason I have this is because that's actually the first truck or first vehicle I ever had in real life. And it was almost just like this. It was red. It was just a little short bed, 2-door Chevy S10. I believe mine was a 1987. And I had custom wheels on mine, but this is almost spot on to what I had in real life. So that's why that's on the farm. And then we got a little trailer to pull to go get like seeds and stuff. This is going to be a small style farming. We don't have much big machinery. It's mostly small, medium-sized tractors and implements. So don't expect any massive tractors and stuff. Kind of old school type farming here. There's our pressure washer. Sitting out in the rain. We should have put that inside. And we got multiple sheds. We got this one. Got our little fuel island here. Another shed there. There's our little silo system. This is a custom field I built because it was just a nice plot of land, and I felt like, man, that's got to be used for something. So I cut all that, plowed it, took soil samples, and now it's a big field that's alfalfa, which we'll probably be cutting that once we fast forward time a little bit. And then we got another shed. That's our final shed, so that's where all our equipment is. And we got multiple fields. I'll get rid of the HUD hider here. If you look at the bottom, or I'll just pull up the map for you. All right, so this is Gage, Kentucky. It's a pretty good size map. It's actually very large. There's a nice, pretty look at the layout. What's up, Brian? Ruth Jr., Frank Basin. I know why you're here. Yeah, you wanna see some grass cutting. What's up, Austin Wall? How are you? Bobby G. Hello. Unique. That's 2 toddler beds. I know. I'll take a chocolate donut. Very nice. So you was wrong about Cargo Sim. They have a mobile game too. It's not called the same thing. Oh, really? What's up, Shawnee? How are you? Oh, really? But yeah, the map is huge. So if we zoom in, this is our land. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have like 7, 8 fields, and then I bought a big cornfield down the street. Or no, big cornfield here. So we'll take a look at that later. But I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how much land we have. Here's some of our equipment. That's for picking weeds. Cultivator. One of our case tractors. Animals, starting out, we're gonna just have our chicken coop here. And then we also have some horses across the street. We have a little horse paddock. But we got 29 chickens and 1 rooster in there. And they're already bringing in some eggs for us.
We have happy accidents.
Happy accidents. All right. So like I said, it's raining, but that's okay. I think we'll actually hop in to the side-by-side. Yeah, we'll hop into this guy here. We're going to head down the road to the field we're going to work on. And now the horses, we don't have any horses yet. We just have a horse paddock. So as far as role play goes, we're kind of acting as if we just took over this farm and trying to bring it back to life. So we're going to call this the parents' house. And there's the horse trailer. We're going to park this in here out of the rain. And we're going to go get dirty. We got this field out here that needs finished cultivating. And then once the rain lets up, it's supposed to stop raining later in the afternoon. I'm hoping it'll stop so we can plant some wheat or barley. Probably going to do wheat. But we're going to hop in here. Got the John Deere 4000 series. Get her fired up here. And then get to work. And let's go. Let's go. Tad Wernberg, hello there. That's good old Kentucky bluegrass. I see Big John Deere, says Matt Lane. That's right, that's right. What's up, Robert Brown? Ryan Baltz, hello. The map is huge, Nikki. It really is. It's a good size map. You're not even kidding. So we do have GPS. Just using the in-game GPS because, to me, it works great. So no need to use a modded version of GPS when the one in the game works just fine, right? Yeah, we'll get this all cultivated. And then maybe I think I need to run down to the store and get seeds. Because I don't think we have any left. And we're going to need some if we're planting a whole field of wheat. I posted the name of it so you could see it. Cargo Boom. Cargo Boom. Last night, chat, if you were watching Cargo Simulator, I was talking about how it would be cool to have like a game that was more like like the post office. Well, would you believe it? Playways, who's always pumping out games all the time. Today they posted a video of a game called Parcel Simulator, I think. Something like that. There's a demo for it. And it's exactly almost what I was talking about. Kind of like Amazon type stuff. Label the packages, sort them, load them up in the van, and deliver them to customers. Yeah, this map just, man, looks so nice. It really looks nice. Alright, now we're gonna go do the opposite stripes and get this thing finished. I like doing it this way because it's just easier making those turns with the tractor every other. Did you work hard today, Frosty? I always try to work hard, but it was kind of slow at work. That's why they only needed one person to work tonight. So yeah, I can see why they only needed one person. But I always find other stuff to do to fill in the time, organize some of the rows where some of the guys aren't very hot at backing up. Make it look neat, you know, get it all looking nice. Thank you again for that raid, Unique. Hopefully you did good and leveled up a little bit. Were you able to level up any of the areas of the business on Car Dealer Simulator? We are rocking the wheel. I got the wheel, the controller. Depending on what I'm doing, I kind of switch back and forth, controller and wheel. But when we're operating the tractor, we're using a wheel. Little things cleaned up there. I'm level 3 now? Dang. A380 pilot, what's up? How you doing? That's called the Row of Shame. This is 25, Ralph. Yes, it is. Farm Sim 25. Yeah, the row of shame at work. Yeah. Well, in defense of everyone else I work with, the one area where we have to drop trailers is a new area that has no lines painted on it. And I'm pretty good at depth perception and knowing when to stop and lining up, but let's just say it's a mess. It looks horrible. Some of them are really struggling at lining it up and making it look nice. But that's okay, because they're supposed to be painting lines hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So then it'll be more organized. But right now everybody's just kind of free-balling it, trying to eye it in there the best they can. Alright, we got to make these turns wider, I guess, because we keep missing patches. And that's driving me nuts. So swing her wide. Cut her in. Try to get lined up the best we can. There we go. I did 4 headlands. I did 4 of them. I should have done 5. Just got back from a deployment from South Korea. Dang. How did that go? Did it stop raining? No. Wipers are still on. Looks like the sun's trying to come out, though. It's a 1:15 in the game. I think it said the rain was supposed to stop around 2 or 3. Long as we're not working in the dark. Goal for September is get this cultivated and then get wheat planted in here. Probably need to put lime on the field, fertilizer. Got the max I could with those cars and even fixed up the work truck while waiting. That's what I did. I ended up. Eventually you'll get rid of that little pickup and get yourself something better out there. That was a good move when I got rid of that, because that thing handles horribly. Get one of the bigger trucks that are a little more powerful in the game and you'll be set. We do have crop destruction enabled, so you'll notice as we're driving over the stubble, our tires are pressing it down. But that also means if we drive into a field of actual crops, we're going to kill them. So, you know, a little more realistic, right? Hello, Sir Frosty. Just stopping by to say hi before bed. I had a water rescue class tonight. Ooh. I got a birthday coming up Friday, says Andrew. Oh, yeah? Nice. How old you gonna be? What's up, big old Clyde? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 swipes. And we'll be golden. $37. That's not too bad. What's up, Tixie? Well, thank you very much. Just working in the rain. This is supposed to be country music. That doesn't sound like country music to me. Come on, baby. Pull it. Slipping in the mud a little bit, I think. Don't you have duals? I should put them on, but the reason I should have, I was going to and I forgot. But this is also my tractor that has a front end loader attachment, so that's why I keep the duals off. But I was going to put them on for cultivating, but I forgot. Yeah, she probably could have used the duals. A little more grip, a little more weight. Just got home after been out all day. Made it just in time for the farm show. What's up, Matty James? GPS must have came unlocked. I didn't even hear it deactivate. Dang it. Anybody else watching? Have any of you used this map yet? Gage, Kentucky. I think this is the most mods I've ever had to download just to use the map. Like if you want to, for everything to work properly. There was quite a bit of stuff you had to download, like buildings and different things, row crop system, color configurator, all kinds of stuff. But it was worth it because I love it so far. Once we head down to the store to get seeds, you'll get to actually see the map a little more when we drive there. It's really nice. It's very scenic. All right. We got her all done there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. And it takes forever to save when you go to the menu because it's a big map. And then all the mods, of course. What am I planting? Probably going to put some wheat down because I want to have a field that will provide straw bales for the horses. And also wheat to feed the chickens. So it'll be helping out two different animals. Bring her on back to the house. But since it's still raining, we won't start planting yet. We'll head to the store. And we'll get this stuff sprayed off. Because they got pretty muddy. Alright. The old deer got a little mud on the tires. Nothing but to do it. That's right, Too Cool. How are you? No, this map is not on the mod hub. This is a PC map only that requires a lot of mods to make it work. Frosty, what might it mean if I fertilize a field after harvesting and it says bad nitrogen? What might it mean if I fertilize a field after harvesting and it says bad nitrogen? I always fertilize after I plant because I use precision farming. And once precision farming knows what you put in the field, your fertilizing implement is going to automatically give the field what that crop needs. So by fertilizing it before you plant something, that could mess it up. Maybe that's what happened. So my, everybody's different. My order of things is, say I finished harvesting a field. Now I want to prep a new field, like the one we just cultivated. So I cultivated it. Now I'm going to plant. Right after planting, I'm going to fertilize and do lime on top of it. And that's pretty much it. And then the next month I remove the weeds if there's any weeds in it. And that's it. That's what I do. I don't roll. I use a mod where you don't have to roll because I can't stand rolling. All right, so that's all clean. We're going to head down to the store. And do our thing here. Hook up to our little trailer. And I might have to actually figure out how to get there. Oh yeah, what the heck? How do I get that back up? I didn't mean to do that. I just lowered that bad boy. Unfold car. No. What the heck? I didn't even know I could do that. Okay, what am I doing here? Dang. All right, we're having too much fun now. Oh, that's the hitch. So you can attach it from below. All right, this is getting intense. All right, I guess that's good enough the way it is. No, that is not good. What the heck did I just do? Oh, what did I do, chat? I don't know what I did. What I wanted to do was figure out how to get to the store. All right, so I think we make a left. Take that all the way down here. Okay, take a left. Follow the main road all the way. Just pretty much stay all the way on the main road till we get to the gas station and then make a right. And just to make sure. Yeah, all right, let's go. We don't need lights. It's not that bad. I didn't know what the heck I was doing just now. Beautiful map, by the way. Isn't it nice? All right, so this up here, we're doing a little role play, like I said. This is the grandpa's house. So he has his own property that I can't touch, but he did sell me a cornfield right up the road on the corner. And this soybean field he sold to me. But he owns all the other fields. He's got that big silo there for fermenting silage. And we have dibs on using that anytime we want because we're family. But this is the cornfield that's his. Ours is the one back behind that little house there. But this is all Grandpa's land. Grandpa's got some money. Where did you get this map? I would like to have it. Just Google Gage, Kentucky. There's an itch.io page where the modder has the map and all the other mods, all the links to all the other mods you're going to need for it to work. Like I said, it's the most mods I've ever downloaded for a map. following this road, I believe. But yeah, the houses, like, these are a lot of the stuff you're seeing is mods that are required for the map to look as nice as it does. So all those buildings, houses that we pass. So there's a lot. Ugh, that's too dark. Stay out here. Georgia Bulldog 98, thank you for the follow over there on Twitch. We are on both platforms tonight, Twitch and YouTube. All right, there's the gas station. So we got to make a right. And then the farm store should be down the road here a little bit. There it is. All right, we're just gonna pull over here and find out where we gotta go to get our stuff. All right, so the name of this place is Nutrient Ag Solutions, Gage Grain, Kentucky. Call office to weigh. We don't need to weigh because we're buying seeds. This is more of a customer pickup type of order. So here's the store area. We need seeds. We're going to we'll get 2 pallets to start out. And I think I do need some solid fertilizer. So we're going to buy some solid fertilizer. This fertilizer could be mixed with water, create liquids fertilizer. So we can do bags. Yeah, we'll go with the bags. We'll get 2 of those. Hopefully that'll all fit on the trailer. I think that's all we really need. All right, there's stuff. We're going to go park over there. And then they have a forklift we can rent to get this thing loaded up. The old S10 brings back memories. All right. Shut her down. All right. So I'm thinking the bags are the heaviest. We'll put the bags towards the rear, or close to where the trailer axle is. I think that's the best bet. Can we get them both at the same time? Come on, baby. It's been a while. Oh, yeah. I still got it. That's a nice little pickup truck you got there. That's right. I had one, and that was my first car in real life. That's why it's on the farm, just for memories. You know. All right, we're going to try to center these right over the axle. You can really put some lean on this forklift. I like it. That's perfect. Good enough for me. All right. Sometimes forklifts have that third camera angle where it zooms in on the forks. I like those kind. Then I can see what I'm doing a little better. See if I can get both of these. No, didn't think so. We'll get her eventually. Whoop. See, every time I go to the menu, it's got to save. What's up, Deer Hunter Brett? How are you? Put the bags in the bed. I was thinking about it. I want to see how this S10 does pulling everything on the trailer. See what kind of strength it's got. All right, those are a little crooked. But as long as they make it home, that's all that matters. All right, mission accomplished. Well, that is nice. Where's the door latch? Oh, I left the beacons on, didn't I? Yeah, we'll leave the door open. All right. So that's all loaded up. We spent a good chunk of money on that. All right, ready? Let's see how she pulls. Oh, like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. So we got our seeds, we got our solid fertilizer. Time to head back to the house. And hope for this rain to slow down. Sorry for cussing on the NASCAR stream a while back. That must have been a long while back, because I haven't played NASCAR in like years. She pulls like a champ. That's what I'm saying, Jason. I need to see if I can get rid of the tinted windows, or those might be built into the truck, because I love driving in first-person view. But it's just too darn dark in here, see? Can't see nothing. But we do have another truck, and sometimes Grandpa lets me borrow his truck. He's got a real nice truck, but only when he's in a good mood. So yeah, anytime you see that big blue fermenting silo, you know that's Grandpa's house right over there. What the heck is a horn? I forget what horn is. Oh. There we go. Gotta give Grandpa a toot. Oh, we're getting past on a double yellow. I miss the good old days when you played with Ryan, Moto, and Coop and playing. Yeah, that was back in the day too. All right, here we are. Here's the driveway to my house. If anybody knows, anybody looking for an old John Deere sprayer, I got it out there for sale. So let me know if anybody's interested, okay? Need to get rid of that thing. All right, where are we gonna unload this? Let's head up here. This is where I kind of keep all the commodities in this shed. Okay, what's going on here? See, that's supposed to show up. Do I really have to hit that every single time? It's giving me some trouble. There you go. You got to be like a certain angle or something. All right, let's get the straps off. Try to control yourselves inside this garage, okay? There's a lot of nice things in here. All right, like I said, try to control yourself. All right, so this is all our liquid fertilizer and totes, but we also have a solid fertilizer sprayer. That's this little guy here. It's got the Massey spreader on top of a little trailer frame. Then we got some herbicide. And then over here is some of our old school tractor lineup. We got the Ford 9600. Alice 200, the D21, and then a Ford 7000. This is just some of the tractors in the collection, but these are for multiple jobs, tedding, windrowing. Some of them can even plant if they need to. All right, but we're going to hop into this guy. sun's coming out. Sun's coming out. I think the rain's about to end. I'm on a hill, so we're like coasting backwards here. Come on, baby. How you doing? What's up, West Blade? That old John Deere brings up property value. So you're saying keep it? That's pretty much what you're saying. Ooh, I almost put forks into the S10. That was close. Alright, that should be plenty of seed to get the wheat planted and have leftovers for future planting. Probably grab these one at a time. Actually, pull this outside and fill it up. Now, whether we can get it up high enough, that's another story. And if not, we can just grab the John Deere, but I think it might just... No. Dang it. That's fine. No biggie. Not the big deal. Just gives us a reason to fire up something else. Like the truck I got. Old S10, Mr. Fireslane. That's right. That was my first actual vehicle in real life. Same color and everything. A little red S10. Alright, we'll go get this cultivator put away. We'll back her in there. Beautiful. All right. Let's go get the front end loader attachments. And grab the pallet fork. Little tight squeeze. I had a blue one for my first car. Yeah, I had a red S10. Then I had a white S10 that was a 92. So I went from an 87 to a 92. The 92 had an extended cab. And it had a big old grandpa cap on it. Those ones that had like the high-rise cap. That was my second truck. Man. Blinded by the light. The struggle is real. All right, there we go. Definitely get enough height with this. Barely. Jeez. There we go. Load that thing up. All right, that took a whole bag. What's up, Joe Crash? It was, but I felt bad you stopped, and you were very mad at me for that. I don't even remember, buddy. Maybe I do a little bit. I don't know. That was a long time ago. Oh my gosh, get in there. Whew. That is tough. All right, we'll get this topped off, and then we'll have some leftovers, it looks like. Yep. There we go. Everything's unloaded. I just gotta wait this rain out. Fast forward time just a little bit to see if it'll stop so we can get planting. Alright. Back this under the garage a little bit, out of the rain, so the fertilizer doesn't get soaked. There we go. What do you say? What do you say? Close the door. What? You live in a barn? It's just a garage. Some of these models on this map, well, some of the buildings that you download to put on it, sound real good in the rain. Not all of them work the same way, but some of them do. You can hear like the rain pitter-patting on the rooftop. Let's see if this is one of them that does it. No. Some of them do, though. Does this one do it? Nah, that's okay. I know some of them did that I was in. All right, what was I going to do? Rain. Let's get rid of this stinking rain. Let's fast forward like an hour. Still raining. Come on, rain. All right, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't remember. Help me out, chat. For you farming enthusiasts, planting in the rain doesn't affect anything, right? It's just harvesting in the rain. Or does planting have any effect when it's raining? It's definitely slowing down. But either way, we got to go start planting. We got to get it going. Only harvesting. All right, so here's our planter. This is official. This is not one of those just repainted planters. This is a International Harvester 510 by JCL. Legit. Super detailed. Really nice. And my guy's stuck in the crouch position, I guess. Oh, why are you stuck in the crouch position? Really? What are you doing? There we go. I don't know what that was all about. We are going to get... Well, I mean, it's raining, so we kind of need a enclosed tractor. We'll take this. Guess if we check the weather report, it'll tell us when the rain's supposed to stop. Let's do that real quick. You keep the John Deere because she thinks your tractor's sexy. Hey, Chase Collins, Joey Moreira. Hello. Ice Dragon is in the house. What the heck's going on, Ice Dragon? Ralph says a friend of mine had an S10, two-tone blue with a silver insert, 2.85 speed four-wheel drive extended cab. Come on. Dang. That sounds fancy. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Too cool, correct. Holy cow, I caught Frosty streaming. It's been a while since I dropped in. How have you been? Says Seabass. I'm doing all right, man. How you doing? Joe Crash is in the house, too. Justin Dearden, hello. What was I going to do? I was looking at the weather. All right, so rain's supposed to stop at 4 o'clock. And it's past 4 o'clock. It should stop here soon. All right. Get backed in. Better angle here. There we go. That's got alfalfa in it. Let's switch that over to wheat. We're gonna go top this off in the other shed where we unloaded the seeds. Can I wiggle around there? Yeah. Just got home from work, 4 to 12. Well, welcome. We've only been live for, wow, already an hour. Dang. Guess we could take both. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Topped it off. Boom. I'm doing good, Jordan. What's up, Pitbull 205? What's going on, man? How's it feeling being back? A little rusty, to be honest. There's so many controls that I forgot about. But other than that, it feels good. All right, so this thing holds 1,043 liters of seeds. Man, it's still coming down good. The weather channel was not telling the truth. They said rain was going to stop at 4. And it's going on 4:45. Come on. Gonna be a muddy mess up in here. Alright, so we want to do steering assist. It's saying to do 3. Let's do 4. Let's do 4 headlands. Work. We're gonna save the outside headland for the very end. We'll start with this one. All we gotta do is drop it. Start rolling. There we go. There we go, Lottie. Oh, gosh. So that keeps you going straight, those lines? Yes. It's GPS built in. Which real tractors, I mean, ones that have the systems in them, real ones do them too. That's how you keep your crops looking nice and organized, distributed properly, all the sensors and all kinds of fancy stuff. Yeah, that's what these bad boy different monitors help with GPS, seed distribution, and lets you know all kinds of details. If you really want to see some serious farming unique, look up videos of Millennial Farmer, of him explaining how it all works. It's pretty cool. That guy's like a farming genius. He's really knowledgeable with all that and has a cool way of explaining it. Because there used to be a mod you always had to use. But Farm Sim 25, for the first time, they built in a GPS system. Alright, so we got the first headland done. Let's do the second one. Take your time. Keep it between lines. I have to turn it on sharp turns, but like right now it's just locked in. But like coming up here when the green line stops, that's when you have to reactivate once you get online with the end of the turn. So right now it's locked in, but see where the green stops? That's where you have to... It's too sharp of a turn for it to continue, I guess. So now we lock back on, cruise control. And just keep going. Thank you, Johnny. And you could even if you don't want to use GPS, like if you don't want to lock in, you could just use the lines for guidance. You don't have to lock in, I guess. I don't know. Locking in seems easier to me. Man, that looks good. Get a little mud on the tires. So these are slider turns, so it can pick all that up. It's just these sharp turns where it kicks off the GPS and so we used 14% of our seed usage so far. Top left of the screen shows you variable seed rate, 420 seeds. per square meter. Something like that. Alright, that headland's done. We're gonna drift over into the new one. What you farming? We're drilling in some wheat in the rain. We're in the month of September, and that's the time to plant some wheat or barley, so we're going with some wheat. It's going to be used to make some straw bales, and then all the grains that we harvest from it will be to feed the chickens. Oh, I should have done barley, dang it. Horses eat barley, huh? Chickens eat barley too. It could have been food for both animals. Dang it. Why'd I do wheat? I don't think the horses eat wheat. Son of a... I screwed that up. You're a lock-it-in kind of guy. Frosty, I got my black hat. Next month, I go to Charleston, West Virginia, working double shifts for the coal mines. Start on March the 2nd. You ain't messing around, are you? Be careful out there. Alright, we got the headlands done. Except the outer one, which I guess we could do that real quick. And after that, we'll just have to do the back and forths, and I'll probably do the every other row. We'll see how sharp this little tractor turns. We might be able to do every single row, but I'll probably do every other and then come back to do the opposite lane. Alexa says wheat has to be given heated to horses and in small portions. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, when's this darn rain gonna stop? Look how muddy we are. Holy crap. Which is kind of realistic. I like it because it's been raining the whole time, so this field would be pretty messy. But man, it's getting covered. So we don't own that big field. That's a neighboring field. That's a pretty good size one. Rain is a good thing. Rain makes corn. Corn makes whiskey. Alright, I think we started right up here. Where's that starting point? Right there. There we go. Alright. Now all we got left is the middle area. Beautiful. And this row crop ready, or row row crop system mod has automatic shut off when it gets close to something that's already been planted. It doesn't plant it. It just knows when to stop. It's pretty fancy. Go. So yeah, we're gonna go every other. Yep, that was a sharp turn. I had that held tight. So we'll go every other. Oats would have been better. Yeah, well, but then I wouldn't be able to feed the chickens. Chickens don't eat oats. You know? But I have a field of alfalfa, so I'm hoping the horsies can just eat bales of alfalfa. We'll see. We don't even have any horses yet, so no rush on the horses. But we do have chickens. I had to buy a couple bags of chicken feed because we don't have any crops. Good evening, Rhett Akers. What's up, Rhett? It's got to be Lewis. No, that was Tixie. Alrighty then. How you feeling? How's the arm? The finger. Yeah, how's the finger, Rhett? What's your status? Are you going to be a mechanic tomorrow or no? You got 17,000? I don't think I have anything that even requires that much. Might as well spend a little of it. Sometimes I like to just zoom in and look at that beautiful bean footage. With this new GPS system, I'm gonna be honest, I have a chance at being a great farmer. It does help out tremendously. And this is a modded map with custom shaped fields, and it still figures out the GPS for the field. Oh yeah. Because I think FS19, I always just did it freeballing, and I was not the best at it, especially like reading chat and trying to do side task and stuff. I couldn't do a straight line at all. So this is a lot nicer. Just lock it in and chillax. What's up, Zach Ryan? New cast in 6 weeks, says Rhett. So you're probably not going to be joining us tomorrow, Rhett, to car service together? Or are you able to operate a keyboard and mouse, or you know what I mean? What do you think? Everybody alive over on YouTube? Did the chat stop working, or was Johnny 2Case the last one to say something? Do I need to refresh, or is everybody just chillaxing like I am? Just making sure you're all still alive and well. Let me go check. Probably not this time, says Rhett. Okay. I understand. Zach, excited to see you playing Farm Sim. I bought it this weekend. Have been playing it a lot. Oh, yeah? What map are you playing on? And what's your favorite thing to do on the farm? I just can't believe this rain's still gone. Some false weather reporting. We got 4 more minutes till it's 5 o'clock. Maybe that's when the rain will stop. It does look like it keeps lightening up a little bit. And the sun's trying to creep through the clouds.
Really, infinity!
Yes. Really. Come on, baby. Cruise control. There we go. Come on. You stuck in the mud? I think we were stuck in the mud. YouTube is alive. There they are. Johnny is the last one. All right. It's weird. Like, YouTube's always less chatty. Twitch is way, like, statistically, there'll be less viewers on Twitch, but way more chatty than a YouTube stream. I don't know if it's just because of the platform. I don't know. YouTubers are just less chatty, and they're more about watching. And a lot of YouTube watchers like to watch on their TV, so they don't really have a good way of communicating. They're just pretty much more watching than interacting chat, which is fine. I'm just naming out reasons why, the difference between Twitch and YouTube. They just locked into your stream and enjoying them. So yeah, it's always been that way on YouTube. I think YouTube's just more of a, like, when I even think of YouTube, I think of something I want to just go watch. When I think of Twitch, I'm like, I'm going somewhere to watch something, but I'm also going somewhere to communicate, because that's just the Twitch vibe. Does that make sense? Maddie says, what I do is watch on YouTube and then use either Twitch on YouTube on my phone to chat. See? What's up, Farmer Trio? Brian Szynski. I watch you on my TV and chat through my phone. That's right, see? And I wasn't calling anybody out. Please don't think I'm whining. I totally don't care. If you like to just watch, I'm the same way. There's certain streamers that don't even know I'm there. I'm just there watching because I enjoy watching. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. All All right, now we got to go back through the rows that we didn't. You can kind of tell if you look at the sunlight. So we're just hitting every other row going back, and then this field will be complete. Then we'll have to, so this is what I was talking about. I forget who asked earlier, said they were have an issue with too much fertilizer, too much nitrogen or something. I never have that problem because I plant first. Then I do lime and fertilizer. Because once you get that crop in the ground, like up on the top left of the screen, we're getting the seeds put into the soil. Now, when we go to do the lime and the fertilizer, the machine's going to know how much to apply to this field because it's going to know it's a field of wheat and what the field of wheat needs. So, okay. Nope, I don't want that one. You know what would also be nice for GPS? Is once you've done a row, like just get rid of it. I don't want to lock on to it again. But I know that would be pretty intense. But like if you already went over a row, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? The ones he has done are lighter than the lines he has not done. Yes, because that's dark soil there that's just been cultivated. And then the lighter is the one we've applied seeds to. If it wasn't raining and it was sunny out, you'd probably be able to tell even better. And some people like to put lime down first for that reason. It helps them plant easier. And that, all the power to you. Actually, there's a way, even if you put lime down first, there's a way on precision farming, I believe. Maybe. I think there's a way you can set the machine for like a field of wheat, even though you haven't put the wheat in, if that makes sense. I think. I can't remember, to be honest. There's so much I forgot about. Plus, this is 25, not 22, and sometimes little things change, and plus, sometimes I don't remember what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the blue lines are the edge of the drill. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yep, 5:01, the rain's still dropping. It's just a rainy September in Farm Sim. It's all good. We don't have anything to harvest, so it can keep raining. It's fine with me. But what I like to do is what I did. Cultivate, plant, then I do lime, and then I do fertilizer because it covers up the lime so it's not all white. And it just looks nicer when you're done. Just the way I like to do it. So what he was saying, chat, Seabass in the chat, there's see the lighter white lines to the right? The lighter ones are ones we've already gone over. The solid white lines are the ones that still need done. So it kind of helps you know a little visual for the line grid. Jace, 30 streak. Crazy animal. I tell you what, you crazy, boy.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That is pretty good. That's pretty good. Not bad. So yeah, solid white line. There we go. Lock on. Drop it. I like the little details. Look, we got the cell phone, couple energy drinks back there for our long day of drilling wheat into the ground. The last field I did use the seeder that also does the solid fertilizer and did lime. Yep. And there was a way, there was an add-on for this to put fertilizer in it, but I kind of like messing with different machinery, and like that Massey Ferguson on the little trailer axle. I've never used that mod for the fertilizer, so that's why I'm gonna do that. And then some drills you don't even have to cultivate or plow. It'll just go right over the stubble and drill the seeds in, which this may do that. I can't remember. It might. Getting close to finished. Only got 2 rows to do, I think. Yep. That's like our weather here where I live. Rain will stop in an hour. 4 hours later, still raining. See, South Carolina, it'll rain. Well, I take that back. The summertime, it'll rain for like 20 minutes. It'll pour down rain, and then the sun will come out, and everything will be dry in the next 20 minutes, like it never happened. And it'll do that all summer long. But springtime, when it rains down here, it rains. You better have flood insurance if you live in an area that floods, because you're going to get flooded. Been there, done that. All right, final swipe. This little seed box did this whole field without running out. Still going to have about 30% left over. Not bad. It's about 700 liters of seeds to cover this whole field. And that is a wrap on that. So now if we get out on the field and walk around a little bit, we'll see that bottom right screen, the wheat is growing. We got about a 4 acres. Yeah, a little over 4 acres field here. pH value is okay. We could leave that. That's 5.6. That's good enough, I think. We don't even need to do lime. We could just cover this bad boy with nitrogen. What do you think? Or should we do both? I guess for the time we put into it, we should try to get the best yield. So I guess we should probably put some lime on there. All right. Get this back to the house. Get her sprayed down. Like the deer standing in the plot. I love the sound of rain. Anybody else? Super relaxation. Or, okay. Could use that old turd too. Wonder if there's any fertilizer in there. Whew. Got muddy. See, this is how they should do the washing on Car Dealer Simulator Unique. Just aim at it, and after a while, it's clean. That'd be so much better. Because washing cars on there is a pain in the booty. Precision backing here. Alright. Get this bad boy put away. Alright, what was I gonna do? So we got options. This is full of fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer. That outside was pretty much for killing weeds, which I'm going to keep it for killing weeds. So that we got liquid fertilizer, but we also got the solid fertilizer in the Massey cart, which is what I wanted to use. But I think we'll put lime down first, which that's not going to take long at all because this thing has a beast of a spread on it. Look at that. Hopefully we got enough in there to cover that field. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, I have a HUD hider on. I was like, what the heck's going on here? What do you think? Think that'll take care of business? We only got 2,100 liters in there. Hopefully that's enough to cover the field. We'll see. No wipers on this one. I am using my wheel. Yep. I wish that was real life. Wash one side and the whole car is... Wouldn't that be nice? Alright. Yeah, see, there ain't a whole lot of lime in there. This thing has a massive spread on it. And off she goes. Love the thunder in the background. All right. You don't like rain, Ralph? I love it. I don't even mind working in it. Like real work. Like at work. I don't mind. Just put my raincoat on and chillax. Put my jams on. Just let it rain. Alright, how we looking here? Little piece here we gotta hit. Final little strip. And there she goes. All right, so now if we look at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see pH value is perfect. 6.0 out of 6.0. This field is loamy sand. We brought our expected yield up to 63. Our nitrogen is horrible. So that means we need fertilizer, and that'll get that thing looking nice. So expected yield is 8 acres of wheat. Potential is 11 acres. So we gotta get that nitrogen put in there. Big old tars. If you can't see that on the road, you must be blind. Okay, let me just check my map here for a minute. I think that field... Travis 420 1990. It's a lot of numbers. Thank you for the follow. David says, finished planting red beets, working on planting soybeans and corn on Wasco, Minnesota. Pretty good map. You like it? A nice ghost and a monster. Now you need a pack of Marlboros and you'll see it. I don't smoke, and I don't drink energy drinks either. All right, what are we at? Alfalfa. Just want to check my land here. So growth. So 76 is a seed bed? I didn't know that. We'll get a hired worker on that, though. Because I don't feel like doing another one. We'll get a hired worker. Actually, we got 2 months to... We can plant... That's perfect. Now I can get barley in October. So we'll fast forward time after we get the fertilizer put on the one we just did, and then we'll get a hired worker to drill barley into the other field I just was looking at, 76, because I cultivated it. I forgot I didn't plant it. All my other fields have stuff planted in them, so it's perfect. We got corn, and then the rest are mostly soybeans. I planted 2 fields of canola just because that's the only thing I could plant at the time. And then this big field is alfalfa. And there's our chickens and rooster. I got a cool mod that I found on the mod hub that tells you how long the food's gonna last that's in your trough. So for our chickens, they require 150 monthly for what we have in there, which we have the max. Excuse me. And then 600 is 4. So 4 months is how long this is going to last. It says 4.0. So next month that'll say 3.0, and it lets you know how long before you're going to run out of food for your animals. So pretty cool little mod. So you don't have to guess. Is that Scooter's workbench in the house? Just stopping by to say howdy on my way off to get some Z's. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for stopping by, sir. We're on Gage, Kentucky. Just got done planting some wheat across the street. Now we're going to get ready to cover that field with solid fertilizer. You sleep tight, Scooty, okay? Eddie, how's it going? It's good. It has twisters on it, and I'm running big equipment like 4 harvesters and 4 grain carts and 1 big planter. Dang, got the big equipment, huh? Yeah, this thing here is the biggest thing we have on the farm, which is a little overkill, but I couldn't really find many good lime spreaders. There's just not many out there. There's the in-game one, which is a little smaller. Well, a lot smaller than that. Easy does it. All right, cool. All right, we're going to fast forward time just a little more. Not much. Let's get rid of the stinking rain, bro. All right, now it's 6 o'clock in the evening. And it's still raining. Gosh. We're going to do a little evening fertilizer spreading. That won't take long. Probably should have got a closed cab. Now we're going to be soaked. Yeah, I think it's raining harder than it was before. I went a little too far on time. It's a little darker than I'd like it to be. That's okay. We'll get both of the lights on. So bottom left is the nitrogen map for precision farming. It's nasty, it's red. That means there's barely any in there. So this has got a pretty good spread on it too. All right. Let's get locked on. And get her going. I do have the base game. It came with the Mac Dom pack, and I got 2 DLCs, Highland Expansion, Gold Edition, New Holland. So yeah, you got all of it. That darn Highlands map, whatever the name of the map is, Kinlag. It's good. I like it. It's a very nice map. Not bad at all. It's pretty. It's really pretty. All right, see that nitrogen map turning green and yellow? It's hitting the spots, giving it the proper amount that it needs. And a little tip for anybody, if you go into settings, if you have precision farming, go to settings, scroll all the way down to precision farming, realistic spread pattern. Spreaders apply a different amount of fertilizer or lime on the outside compared to the inside, and then speed dependent application. Spreaders apply more fertilizer or lime on the ground if you drive too slow. I recommend putting those to off. Because if you put them on and you're just kind of daydreaming and you're just going slow or making a turn, it's going to keep applying to that area, and you're going to over saturate it applicate it with more than it needs, and then that affects the yield. So turn those switches off, and it evenly distributes everything the way it should. There's your tip of the day. That's the only one I got. Sorry. Me and my bro just shut that map down tonight because he's going on vacation to Florida for the 500. What do you think, Bercy? Isn't it awesome? It's a good map, huh? It's just looks good. Very detailed. I love all the buildings, and it's nice. Dang. Eating through that fertilizer. It's because this field had like none. It was bad. The field next to us barely has any in it too. And final swipe. Boom. All done. Turn the HUD hider off. Stand on the field. Look at that. 79% out of 80. And the only reason we didn't get 1% is because I didn't mulch the stubble. If we would have used a mulcher and then cultivated after we mulched it, we would have got the full 80% yield. But that's still going to be an awesome yield. 11.0 instead of 11.1. Still pretty good if I say so myself. It's not bad. Alright, bring her on back. We almost ran out of fertilizer. Look at that. Barely any left. Except when I want to go to sleep and all they have is toddler beds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that house is doubled up there. Well, it is doubled up. I don't know why I didn't realize that till now. That's how it was, too. I'm afraid to mess with it. We could. That's definitely two houses stuck together. I didn't do that, chat. That's how it was. We could sell that one. There we go. That looks a little bit... That looks better. Alright, cool. Start parking this over here. Get her washed off. Once we get this sprayed off and put away, we'll be able to fast forward time, go into the house and go to the next month. I know, still stinking raining. What's up, Jameson? All right, let's see if we can slide this in there. Those tires shine up. Dang. There we go. Run. At least our beds, we're going to check out those rooms unique. Now that we don't have a house overlapping. Looks a lot nicer too. There we go. There we go. A normal bed. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Normal bed there. Perfect. All right. Oh. Ooh. Nice little bathroom. Come on. All right, let's go to bed. Can I get to it over here? Wardrobe, sleep. There we go. Sleep. We're going to sleep till, let's do 7:30 in the morning. Where I get the old school tractors. Lots of, mostly all itch.io sites. All right. Is it really raining? Get rid of the stinking rain. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see what the weather's supposed to do in October. DJ's old house, I often get the sleep trigger through the entire house except the bedroom. All right, what's this weather doing? Rain until 11 o'clock? Are you kidding me? Jeez. Soggy bottoms. Well, we need to dress. We need to change our outfit here if it's going to keep raining. There we go. There we go. What's my controller doing? 1 second. What's wrong with my controller? Come on. I'm having some controller issues at the moment. There we go. Alright, so now we need to get a worker on that other field. We'll get them set up to plant some barley. I think I'll be able to go to sleep in my own bed tonight with all the snow I've been keeping up with. The ice dams on the roof. Had a small drip over my bed. Ooh, I'm lagging. Dang! That was some super lag. Jeez. What is that all about? What the heck? That was some serious lag. Yeah, my buddy, one of my friends up in Ohio, was saying the same thing. The rooftops getting ice all on it, and he's got a couple leaks in the house coming from the ceiling. Yeah, no fun. No fun. I think the rain's stopping. Maybe that's why it was lagging, because it was the rain cycle was coming to an end. It was just something was going on. Oh crap, I forgot I had a sickle bar on the back of this. Oopsie. Alright, we're gonna switch that to barley. Top that off. This field is a lot smaller than the one we did. Not a lot smaller, but it is smaller. All right. And I'll show you the horse paddock up here. That's where we're going to go by. They're not fun because you saw last storm I got like 2 feet. Yeah. Pain in the butt. Dangerous too. Do you have to do double fertilizer like on FS22? Not with precision farming. Precision farming does away with that. Now, base game, I believe you still do, but I use precision farming. All right, chat. So this is the gateway down to the other field. And we have no horses yet, but this is where they'll live. This is just a little horse paddock, nothing major. But this is where they'll hang out. They'll have their own little rooms. And that's where you feed them. And then they got their open little pasture out there to chill out. Plenty of shade in the afternoon with the big trees nearby. Let's get it. There's also a mod that lets you do a double application in one pass if you don't want precision farming. Yes, you are correct. All right, so this is the field that we were looking at that I showed you. I already cultivated it, so it's a seed bed ready for planting. pH value is horrible, so it's going to need lime on it afterwards. And nitrogen's horrible. It's half the size of the other field. But we are just going to hire a worker to do this one. So they're going to do 3 headlands and then back and forth. Should be good. We'll start them with the up and down, and then they'll do the headlands to finish it off. Alright, so they're going to go get to work. If they would run out of seed, which they're not, because this is half the size of the other field, I do have it set that they will run out of seed. They'll come to a stop until they get more seed. So she's over there, already started her first swipe right here. Now we can get a little better indication. pH and nitrogen is bad. Expected yield, 72 out of 89%. So yeah, that'll all be fixed eventually. Over here, I also have a little greenhouse for mushrooms, which reminds me. We need to get water put in here. So we are going to do enoki and oyster mushrooms. We're going to get those activated. And then we're going to go get some water. So we got them all on the shelves. We just got to feed it. I can fix that. Let's see here. Come on, baby. Work with me. Work with me. I hate doing that. Down. Other way. There we go. That should fix that. Good enough. Perfect. All right, so let's go get some water. What was for dinner? Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Some crackers. And one of those little, I like those little snack things you can get at Walmart. They're like the little, they got like little raisins and little pieces of chocolate with like dried bananas and little blocks of like cheese. You know what I'm talking about? They're in the lunch meat and cheese section. I take one of those every time for lunch, for work. Water. Let's grab this tractor. There it is. Back her into the pond here. Get some of that free water, come on. All right. This is our alfalfa I planted. It's still growing. Looks like it has another month to go. That's going to be a very good yield. We can make alfalfa bales out of that eventually. Miss Frosty didn't cook? Oh, she cooks, but I'm not there. I work evenings. My job, I'm not home for dinner, so I pack my lunch, my dinner for lunch, my lunch for dinner, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I miss out on all the good food all week. I get to eat the good stuff on the weekends, which has been helping me lose weight. Since Christmas, I've lost 18 pounds. Also from not being over the road trucking anymore. My job and just being home every day, keeping me in a lot better health. Alright, where's the water dump at? Somewhere back here. There she is. Alright, 2,000 liters of water. Don't. Probably just leave this trailer in here. 'Cause that's the only thing that really needs water on the farm. Alright, so now that that has water, should be in good, yep, water, running, active. So now we'll be making some mushrooms for a little extra side money, a little profit. What do you think? When I get home, it's just too late to eat. I'm not in, you know, I can't eat late at night. I don't have the appetite for a late night food. So that's also been helping me lose weight, because I just don't have that appetite when I get home. All right, we're going to kill some weeds while that is out there, that worker's out there running. Beware, this thing's loud. I apologize. Let's do our inspection here. Make sure nobody was tampering with our old sprayer. Looking good. All right, you ready? It's stinking loud. Sounds good though. Not complaining. And the wheel goes the wrong way. Oh, we already got herbicide in there. Nice. So these are fresh fields of canola I planted 2 months ago. They are going to need some spray. We could do spray, or we have a weed remover tool, but we're just going to go ahead and spray it. This doesn't have the spot sensor on it because it's old. That's why I want to sell it. Yep, gotta have that side hustle mushrooms and eggs from the chickens. Horses can be, what do you call it? Not traded. What's the word I'm looking for? You can raise them and then sell them once they're at a good profit. Boarding. Is that what I'm trying to say? Boarding. Yeah, we're just going old school here. No GPS. Just hit them weeds. You could eat horse. Ugh, you could, I guess. I don't think I'd ever want to, but yeah. Yeah, this mod is I think E55 modding. This is a public mod. He's got a lot where you got to pay for him, but this is a free one on his itch.io that he shares with publicly. Alright. I'll head over to field number 2. Oh, let's get out and look. So weeds, large, herbicide. I just put down herbicide. I don't know why it's saying. Oh, let's check. What's up, D-Nice? Denise. Hey, Frosty, how you doing? Cool. Glad to see you farming. That's right. Down on the farm. Gage, Kentucky. All right, let me see here. Growth, seeded, soil composition. Oh, there's just a couple little patches we missed. Nothing major. All the brown means we killed all the weeds. So there's this. See, the next field, this one we're gonna do, right here, we'll do GPS. That way I know I'm hitting every spot. Steering assist. There we go. Lock on, get her done. We can lower it a little bit too, that might help. You truck drive? Wait a minute. You truck drive farm? I just got off the road. I was over the road truck driver. And now I've finally got a nice local job doing yard dogging at a big manufacturing plant. So I'm happy. Got free time. I can stream and enjoy my job. Be home every day. But yes, I got about 12 years of trucking experience. Farming? No. But I love playing it. So, yeah, this is for sale, see? I am trying to sell it. Oh, crap. There we go. Yes, much more time with the family. Yep. Son just started basketball. I've been able to go to every single game so far, which is awesome. Usually don't work on Saturdays, and that's when his games are. So that's definitely a plus. They keep losing, though. I hate to blame the coach, but the coach just isn't doing a whole lot. He just stands there. He doesn't I don't know. That's just my opinion. There's like no motivation, no correction on mistakes. He just kind of stands there. And if I could, I would, but my work schedule, I wouldn't be able to do the practices, but I would love to coach. just doesn't line up. Never has lined up with all my jobs. I was able to do basketball coach for my son when he was little, but that's the last time I've been able to coach. And I coached softball when I lived in Ohio for 3 or 4 years, something like that. But yeah, I love coaching. I think we got it all. We'll wait for this to fold up and then we'll check the map. But that should be... Look at the dirt texture on this thing. Look at that, that's nice. Look at the way it's skidding back, just like it really would. Details, baby. I like it. Yeah, let's check. Weeds. Hot spots. Come on, baby. Beautiful. Missed a little bit on the edges, but not a big deal at all. So that's good. All these other fields I own, it's too late to kill the weeds because the crops are too... They're too... we don't own this field. But like this field, this little dinker, these are all soybean, and they're too far along where we'd be ruining the crops if we went out in there. So, unfortunately, can't mess with that. And the field that we did... Oh, dang it. So the guy down the road, he does need weeds killed. Son of a... Alright. There it is. That's the wheat field we planted earlier. For those of you that might be getting ready to head out, which I totally understand, it's getting super late, tomorrow night or Tuesday night, we are going to be doing car service together with Unique. He's going to be there with us. So make sure you tune in for that. Oh, what did I mess up here? That doesn't look very good at all. So this is... That doesn't look good at all, chat. So we are using what's called row crop system. It literally plants wherever you go. Instead of the automatic lines on the base game, wherever you plant, the direction you're moving is where it plants it. So, but I thought it had automatic shut off, which I guess it does. I don't know. That's why I should have done. I should have done the middle. I should have done all the middle rows first, and then did the headlands around. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Alright, let me read here. You need to get the gang together and play like the old days. What is that tractor, says Matty James. This is a John Deere 6000 sprayer. Herbicide or liquid fertilizer. Yep. Old OT raid, Oregon trees raid, maybe. We got a YouTube raid from Oregon trees. What's going on, Oregon? How you doing, brother? We are just getting ready to kill some weeds on this wheat field I planted. So yeah, if we zoom out, chat, you can see the row crop system, the way it's a lot different than the base game. But I messed up. I should have done all the straight lines in the center and then did my headlands around. Probably without GPS too. Probably would have looked better because GPS was kind of messing it up. So that's why it kind of looks zigzaggy on certain spots. But it's all good, baby. All right, let's lower this down to kill some weeds. Bumpy. You doing some farming, Oregon? What map were you on tonight? That's a lot of money not planted. What's planted? Just a little crooked in certain spots. Man, look at that. Look at that fog in the woods. That is so cool. Look at that. Love it. Got Oregon coming in with 34 months.
Yeah, baby.
Is this all good, baby? With that jackwackery, 34 months. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, as always, for the raid, sending people over here to watch. Thank you very much. Palatinate, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Well, hopefully you had a good time. Alright, let's move over to... Oh, now we just gotta go back and forth. Okay. Killing them weeds. Got the hammer down too, dang. I didn't tamper with the speed. That's the actual speed for killing weeds in this machine. He ain't messing around. So yeah, that's the cool thing about row crop, is it literally does what you're doing in the direction you're going. So I just did a poor job at it. I was curious what it was going to look like. Almost 100 people for me tonight. Dang! Holla! That's awesome. That old girl got some legs, I tell you what. Get her done. Done real good. I know some of you wanted me to cut some grass tonight, but I didn't get around to it. But you know what? We're back. Farming's gonna be... It's back. Tonight was the back by popular demand with vengeance. We're still gonna play other games, because I like playing other games. But when we're farming, it's probably going to be on this map, because I already put over 10 hours into setting this up. So it will be this map for quite a while. So don't be thinking I'm going to be jumping around maps like I used to. We're going to be on Gage, Kentucky for quite some time. Because we haven't even broke the tip of the iceberg. I got all kinds of stuff we got to do. We pretty much spent the whole stream cultivating this field, planting it with wheat, liming it, fertilizing it. We went to the store to buy seed. We're doing it kind of hardcore mode. We're not automatic doing stuff. So we drove to the store with a little trailer on our pickup truck. And let me check the weeds here. And got our seeds and fertilizer, brought it back to the house. So, you know, all that stuff takes some time. And now we're pretty much killing weeds. And we had a hired worker down the street. Okay, we got a little speck right here we'll run over. We had our worker right here that just got done putting in barley and did an excellent job. And that's all our fields. Pretty good. Just got to hit this little patch over here, and then this will be done. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Yeah, Unique. I'm pretty much feeling the same. I'm about ready to pass out. That was a long day. Work, straight home, shower, went live farming. We're not done right this minute, but we are getting ready to call our night chat. The steering wheel's all jacked up. It's like inverted. Get this thing brought back to the house. We'll have to spray it off, put it back in the front, because we're trying to sell it. But it looks like next time we're going to have some harvesting to do. I think all the soybeans are going to be ready to harvest. So we'll do soybean harvest, and then if we get around to doing alfalfa, it's not ready to cut yet. So I don't know if we'll get to that or not. She got dirty for a short session. I guess we did 1, 2, 3 fields, but still. She got muddy. This thing's so loud. All the other tractors aren't this loud. It's just this specific mod. Little on the loud side. Alright. So she's back out there, up for sale. Oh, we need to run down here. Get that tractor off the field. Oh, dang. Old Ford's looking filthy. Filthy! Nice. What time is work time for you? I work usually 2 in the afternoon to 10 at night. And then by the time I get home and shower, I try to be live around 11 p.m. Eastern. Usually. And that's, you know, it's day to day. I don't have a schedule anymore, but that's usually the start time. And if I've got the energy to stream, it just kind of depends how I'm feeling. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's coming out? Oh no. It's not working. What happened? What? Spray. It's not working on a mouse? That's weird. Usually you just hit the mouse. That's not normal. Water pressure seems low. Oh, I got you, Unique. I thought you meant you're tired. Because I am tired. Ain't no lie about that. You didn't fill it? I guess not. Yeah, but like I said, I think I cut myself off because I got distracted. Tomorrow, car service together with Unique and I. He'll be streaming it. I'll be streaming it. He'll be on Twitch, maybe YouTube. I don't know, but I know for sure probably Twitch. I'll be on both again, so you'll see me on Twitch and YouTube. And I'll try my best to do around 11 p.m. Last time we got a late start because we had just purchased the game and we're trying to get it set up, but this time we'll probably get it up and running a lot faster, more around 11 o'clock. So tune in for that if you want to see us operate our own mech shop. And if you don't like that, that's fine too. I understand. Not for everybody. That's the field we'll eventually cut once it's ready. It's still not finished growing. Got Blazer 57 coming in with the follow. Thank you for that follow, Blazer. Lights off in there. Man, what is going on? IC, open door. Something stuck with IC, interactive control. That's what's going on. Turn on shed lights. That's the only thing. Sometimes too many mods can cause issues. We were doing good all night, and then all of a sudden, being funny. Yeah. Oh, well. I'll figure it out. Oh, you just followed on Twitch. Well, thanks, Ralph. Will you be playing GTA 6 when it comes out? I mean, I'll probably play it. I don't know if I'll stream it. But we'll see. That's if it ever even comes out. That sucks I can't close my doors, dang it. That's definitely a bug. Something with the mods I got. I don't need interactive control. I just like it. Interactive control is fun. It lets you, with certain mods that have it in it, you can open doors and turn things on and just makes it more immersive, but it seems to not be liking me. Oh well. Yeah, next time I'll need to... And the camera's going wonky when I go buy stuff. I don't know what's going on. Too much stuff, probably. That field across the street's going to need lime, fertilizer. And then we'll be able to start harvesting some of our soybean fields over here. We'll go check it out. There she is. These were already planted in when I started the map, so they're not fully taken care of like I would have liked to, but we'll still get a decent yield, 107% out of 125. It's got some large weeds in it that we can't really do anything about now. That's ready to harvest. They're kind of small fields. This one's decent size. And then we got another one down the street. So I think there's a total of like 4 soybean fields. 2 of them are tiny. This is kind of small. And then the other one's a pretty good size. So we'll get a soybean harvest going next time we're on this map. Next time we're farming. We'll prep that field that the worker just did. And then grass cutting, that probably won't be till November unless the grass stops growing in November. I can't remember. So we'll have to play that by ear. If we have to cut it early, we will. We'll see. That's probably going to do it for me tonight, chat. Man, my guy kind of looks... Kind of looked goofy there for a minute, but I guess he looks all right. It rained the entire stream in the game. Even to the next month it rained. But I hope everybody enjoyed some farming. This is our first time farming. I was a little rusty. A lot of controls I had to get myself familiar with. Some things I forgot. Some things I remembered. You know, it is what it is, right? Good night, Rhett. Hope your hand starts feeling better there, buddy. Thank you for the raid, Unique, at the beginning of the stream from Twitch in Oregon. Thank you for the YouTube raid, sending people over here to say hello. Appreciate that. Had a handful of new followers. Thank you guys on Twitch and YouTube. Like I said, Tuesday night, car service together. Twitch and YouTube. Unique Gamer will be joining me, who will also be on Twitch. So make sure you tune in Tuesday night and watch us turn some wrenches and keep leveling up the garage and get more licenses to different car brands. Really fun game. So make sure you tune in if you want to see some of that. All right. That's going to do it for me, chat. Make sure you hit the button on the way out if you forgot, if you did enjoy the show. And if you didn't, like I said, that's fine. I understand. All right? But we'll catch you next time. Be safe. Sleep tight. Have a good day at work, or not at work if you don't have to work. Just have a good day tomorrow. And we'll see you on the next show. All right, peace out, everybody.